Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Instacart Payment Card. So there are a few absolutes in the gig economy, and even fewer that are exclusive to Instacart specifically. In this case, one of the most absolute things on Instacart is that almost every order requires the Instacart payment card, for better or worse. So in this video, we are talking about everything you must know about the Instacart payment card, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is very market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. Getting an Instacart payment card is simple. While new shoppers receive their Instacart payment card in 5 to 7 business days, after completing the in-app verification steps, existing shoppers can order a new one anytime by visiting the account person icon in the app. You know, being in the gig economy for so long, you start to get surprised when things become super simplistic. A bunch of gig apps that have shopping orders have cards, but this may be the most mundane. Doordash has their red card. UberEats has their plus card. Instacart just has their payment card. It's nitpicking for sure, but I just think it's lazy. A relevant detail, but lazy. Getting your first Instacart payment card. Complete the in-app verification steps, go to your Instacart shopper app dashboard, then tap start under pickup and activate your Instacart payment card. When you finish placing your payment card order, we ship it to your address. It takes about 5 to 7 business days to deliver the card. After you receive your card, you need to activate it. In most cases, they send it quickly to new people. They want to get you on board as quickly as possible. Ordering a replacement Instacart payment card. Go to the account icon of your app, tap Instacart payment card, tap order new card, confirm your mailing address. We ship your payment card as fast as possible. It takes anywhere from 5 to 7 business days for the card to arrive at your pickup location or address. People have also reported that they've had to place the order multiple times in order to receive it, but once you get it, you're good to go. I had to order one of my replacement cards twice, and what sucks about waiting that long, it kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, after not being a shopper for a few weeks and probably working on other apps, I might think about not coming back. Maybe that's the point. Maybe they only want quality shoppers that fit their definition of quality, but that will discourage them as well. I certainly know it did for me when I lost my card for a few weeks. Pickup locations for payment cards. Only available in select cities. Card pickup locations let you get your payment cards as fast as possible. To see if there's a pickup location near you, log into the Instacart app, tap the icon, tap my payment card, tap register a new payment card, scroll down to pick it up to see a map with recommended card pickup locations. If you don't see any, then have the card shipped to your address. Okay, I did some research on this, and I honestly don't know where these locations may be. I looked for a while, and a lot of people claim online that they don't have any in their area either. I think this is similar to how a lot of gig apps actually had local offices for a long time, and then they suddenly disappeared after the COVID pandemic. But from what I'm reading on an Instacart Reddit page, if your area has in-store shoppers, which are W-2 positions for workers that are only at certain stores to fulfill Instacart shop orders, it's likely that you could pick up your payment card from there. Although I can't confirm that for certain, don't quote me on that. Again, this is not advice of any kind. Activating your Instacart payment card. This isn't very surprising, but there's a difference in the events based on whether it's your first card or a replacement card. It's my first payment card. On the app dashboard, find your setup payment card and tap start. Tap next, enter card info, enter the 16-digit number on the front of the card, tap next, verify card, enter the 3-digit number on the back of the card, tap next, confirm. It's a replacement card. Go to the app menu and find the account icon. Tap My Payment Card, tap Activate New Card, enter the 16-digit number on the front of the card, tap Next, enter the 3-digit number on the back of the card. I almost never have a problem reactivating a card, but it can be a challenge getting a new card. Digital payment card. Digital payment cards are pre-made and will automatically process the exact amount needed to pay for the order. You won't have to pay for digital payment card purchases out of pocket or get reimbursed. Check out with a digital payment card. After buying the order items, start the usual checkout process. Tap Buy with GPay button for Android phones or Buy with Apple Pay for iPhones. This opens up your Google/Apple wallet. Hold your phone near the card reader to process the payment. Go back to the Instacart Shopper app and continue the shopping process. Okay, I'll be honest, I almost never use a digital payment card for anything, let alone this. They made it clear when you first get started that you will get more orders if you have a physical card. I just never used a digital card, and I was always more of a physical card guy myself. I know a lot of people like it, I just wasn't. How to use the Instacart Payment Card. The Instacart Payment Card can be used as a debit or credit card. If you need to use the payment card as a debit card, refer to the 4-digit PIN on screen in your Instacart Shopper app. If declined, double check the app for the correct PIN. You will see a new PIN for each new batch you shop. The Instacart Payment Card only works if you're on an active batch. It used to be that you could use the same PIN over and over, but they changed that. Also, it really is pretty self-explanatory. If you use the app to find all your items and follow the instructions, you could do this. It's really simple. Payment card declined. Always have your payment card with you or use your virtual card at participating retailers. If your payment card declines, contact Instacart Customer Experience. If you use personal funds, you can submit a reimbursement request. I actually made a video about reimbursement requests specifically. I will leave that video in the description. Feel free to check that out. To make sure your payment card doesn't decline, update the price in-app if you replace an item, add all weights together in-app for packaged meat items, scan the orders in the order that you shop them. Example, scan order A first, then order B, etc. Shop at suggested warehouse location. I stick to low item count orders for this very reason, and I focus more on refunds as opposed to replacements for that same reason. If it is going to be problematic to find suitable replacements that won't piss off the platform, it's not worth it. That said, I rarely have that issue, but I can imagine how a shopper that prioritizes shopping orders as opposed to a overall gig worker can have more of a challenge with it. Payment card delivery issues. I gave a incorrect mailing address. If you already ordered a payment card with the wrong address, reach out to Instacart Customer Experience for help. We'll correct the issue and make sure you receive a payment card within 5 to 7 business days. Contact Customer Experience in Shopper app with additional issues. I could definitely see this happening if you were an Instacart shopper and you just moved someplace and you never had to change your address. Just remember to double check if they do send it there or have your mail forwarded for a bit in case you do forget to do that. My card hasn't arrived within 5 to 7 business days. Although it's rare, payment cards can sometimes take longer than 5 to 7 days to arrive. If your card hasn't arrived in 7 days, reach out to Instacart Customer Experience in the app for more information. To be clear, it isn't rare. I've had to ask multiple times and countless others have had to do the same. Lost or stolen payment card. If your payment card is lost or stolen, please contact Instacart Customer Experience. I had to do this mid-shop and it was embarrassing, but they were very accommodating. Order a backup card. If you want to avoid wait times for how long it will take to actually get a new card or a replacement card, to be better put, what you could do is order a backup card in the meantime, so that way in the event you do lose one or it gets stolen and whatever, you have one on standby. It's actually a really simple process. It's not going to cost you anything. You just go to your account tab in your shopper app, tap the Instacart Payment Card option, tap Physical Card, tap Order a New Card, and confirm your address. They'll send you a card that should arrive in about 5 to 12 business days. I think they changed it from 5 to 7. And they will not deactivate your old card. You won't be able to do that more than once, so make sure you have a backup. Don't put up your money. The point I made about reimbursements was touched on earlier, and I did refer to another video. So if you want to take that route, go for it. That said, I have heard stories and have had challenges myself on other platforms to where I wasn't getting reimbursed, and I do not want to allow myself to go through that again. It's amazing how quick they are to have you use your money, but when it comes to paying you back for what they are forcing you to buy, they are gripping their money like it's their last breath. I've also heard that a lot of people found the experience to be rather seamless, so everybody's experience is going to be different in this regard. Either way, don't let them pull that crap on you, and if you can avoid putting up your own money, do it. Don't be that guy. Now, some of you have thought about the idea as you were listening through this, and maybe that's why you got on this video, to sneak in a couple extra snacks and items. As long as you're keeping under a certain amount, it'll go under the radar, right? After all, your customer doesn't know what they're paying yet, and they only get a final amount. They don't actually get like the new item counts or anything like that, right? They don't get the receipt. They only get what Instacart tells them. What's a Snickers bar in the grand scheme of things, right? People have been deactivated for less, and this is just straight fraud and theft. So don't be that guy. Receipt scanning apps. This isn't really the topic, but another thing that people think about in order to make a couple extra bucks, especially on Instacart, is to use the receipt scanning apps to make a couple extra bucks on the shopping they're doing for other people. And it really isn't as good as it sounds. Sometimes these apps end up clashing with each other because of their TOS, and sometimes Instacart customers actually link their accounts to the requisite apps like Instacart or Doordash or whatever, and they're trying to get points that way. But these apps also pick up on that. All of that goes against TOS for the apps that are receipt scanning and for the apps on Instacart. So it's really not worth it. You can potentially be deactivated on at least one of those sides. Keep all your cards in one place. So if you have a well-diversified gig portfolio, you probably have a few of these cards for a few different apps. Maybe you're on Doordash or UberEats or whatever. I would keep all these cards in one place and try not to mix them up with your normal cards you use for yourself. I almost paid for someone else's order because my card looked similar to one of the ones that I use for another gig app multiple times. Trust me, you don't want to pray that Instacart sends you the reimbursement there. That said, if you don't have a bunch of cards, it can mean one of two things. You don't like doing shop and deliver orders for other apps, which is fair, but then why are you here? Or you are not properly diversifying your gig portfolio. And if you're looking for a way to properly diversify your gig portfolio, you could always look into utilize the information available in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals, bringing you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company, as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off their dispatching for beginners course in the very near future, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge, what would be a long-term goal, not the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started on making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.